Hello everyone, my name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the start of yet another weekend reading vlog. Hi, hello! This weekend, my friends, is going to be a chill one for many reasons. Mainly, one, I am feeling like hot garbage right now. Literal hot garbage. Mainly because I've started new meds, trialing meds, so it's hitting me really hard. I haven't been sleeping well, haven't been, focusing well, all that good stuff. Two, because I desperately need a break. And I've actually taken Monday off of work, added a day off of my life so that I can relax a little bit longer, get my life done, get my life together. Three, because I just really want a weekend where I don't do anything. Tomorrow's gonna be a little bit of a busy day though, just kind of in general, because as always, I have my piano lesson in the morning, and then I have really fun. I'm gonna be participating in the Worldwide Write-a-thon. I believe that's how it's said, Worldwide Write-a-thon. That's hosted by many different people, but I was asked by RK here on YouTube to be part of her stream, which I'm very excited about. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys there, because I've posted on my socials, like sharing, like, there's not going to be a live stream on my channel. Instead, it's going to be on RK's, and it's going to start an hour later than usual. I believe it's going to be starting at 3 my time, which is a little bit later than usual. I think it's going from 3 till 6 my time, which I believe it's 4 till 7 EDT. That's going to be happening tomorrow. But other than that, I am going to pin myself to this couch and I'm going to do a whole lot of nothing. I have also been working a little bit on like book stuff for a second story. Namely, I bought Procreate for my iPad and found my old Apple Pencil that I've had that I haven't used for like a year and a half. I'm currently working on the Ravar map for the beginning of the book, because there's going to be a map in the book, at least one, probably going to be 2. Maps are my favorite thing, and I am loving this process. I've wanted to get Procreate for a long time just to fiddle around with this art app, because I've had an art app on my iPad for a while that I've used for my thumbnails and stuff, but Procreate has always been like the king of art apps. So I decided to just bite the bullet and get it, which is very exciting. I've also done a little bit more research on like book formatting, which is exciting and a little terrifying, and I'm expecting beta feedback to come to me soon. I've started getting comments on the documents, so I'm seeing them as they come through. A couple of them are a little concerning because it has to do with the beginning pacing issues, and I don't know how to fix those pacing issues. So those are gonna be fun to deal with. Other than that, nothing else is really going on. What am I gonna be reading this weekend? That's a great question. I have 2 books on the go, mainly. I always have more than that, but like 2 main ones. I have this, which I started last week, or a couple days ago actually, for my Cozy Fantasy vlog, which is The Very Secret Society of a Regular Witch by Sangha Mandana, and I'm living for this book so much. It's my favorite. It's so good. 10 out of 10. I've also like convinced my friend to read it, and she's already read it, finished it, and then went on to Legends and Lattes, read it, finished it, and loved them both. So I'm just Cozy Fantasy influencer today, or this week. And I would like to also get Bindel Frank Bruja Dan by Desideria Mesa. But other than that, I have also Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater, which I might want to dive into as well, which is just kind of cutesy fantasy thing. And I'm really in the mood to reread Legends and Lattes, because Cozy Fantasy is my favorite thing. And I'm in just kind of a slump, so I need comfort, which is this, and D&D, which I'm currently watching. Continuing to watch the Dimension 20 of Fae and Flowers campaign. So that's what I've been doing. That's what I'm gonna be doing tonight. I'm not in the mood to read tonight. I'm just in the mood to like keep working on my map on Procreate and watch some D&D. So I think that's what I'm gonna keep doing. Tomorrow's gonna be fun. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna work on tomorrow. Most definitely it'll be Aramount Book 2, planning and stuff and getting it ready for Nano, which is starting in a couple days. And I think my main things will probably just working with plot and also with character. I want to kind of work with my characters and to really pin down some specific character stuff that can come through in each of the point of views, and really pin down, backstory and stuff like that. That's the updates. That's the start of the vlog. It's going to be a pretty chill one, my friends, so I hope you're ready to buckle in for some chill times, but I'll catch you a little later. Hello friends, happy Saturday. I'm here. I just got off the live stream with RK, with Rachel, Stumbling Bear, and Shannon, and Dolores. It was lovely. It was so much fun. I had a great time. It was more chatty than it was like a productive stream, because we were set up as a social stream, not a like productivity stream. So it wasn't as much like sprinting as I usually do in my streams, but Eitherwise, it was still very fun, and I did get some work down. I think I got about 1,700 words today, mainly just planning for Airmount Book 2. So that's what I did today. Earlier, I had my lesson, and then I kind of sat on my couch, and I've been messing around on Procreate. Last night I actually finished my map, and I had to edit a bit of it today because I realized that one of the kingdoms was too close to Airmount for it to be cognitively a good choice for the boys to settle in Airmount due to extenuating circumstances. So I had to edit that really quick. But today I've been messing around on Procreate trying to make a city map of Airmount. That's what I was doing for a couple hours after my escapades of my lesson, and then I went to the library when I picked up 2 books that I haven't even looked at because I had 2 holds come through. I don't know when I'm going to read these, but I have Our Lady of Mysterious Ailments, which is book 2 in the something Edinburgh series. I don't remember what this is called. It's the second book to Library of the Dead. The Beloved Edinburgh Nights series. That's what the series is called. Been meaning to read it because I reread the first book earlier this year with the point of reading the second book, and I never did. So I need to get onto that. And I also picked up another Talia Hibbert romance, one of her earlier ones. And I love Talia Hibbert, so I need to get into some of that. But yeah, I haven't read anything today, and I don't know when I'm gonna read anything today because I have a D&D game. Like right now, I'm late. But I'm currently throwing food in because I am hungry and I don't know what to make. So we're just gonna do a simple chicken thing into the air fryer because that's easy. And I think I'm gonna do a microwave rice as well once it's like done, just so that I have something to eat that's not just like not good for you. Because chicken and rice is good, and this has like veggies in it. So that's kind of the update of the day. I'm feeling a little better today. I think my whole like insides feel off. So insides and brain feel off, but alas, that's how things go. I also wanted to pop in, and I got a book delivered from Book Outlet because I bought my dad a cookbook for his birthday because I was making an order. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get one too. I ended up picking up The Blood Trials by N.E. Davenport because I've been seeing this on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok, and apparently it's really good. And I think it's sci-fi, but it's book 1 of the Blood Gift duology, and I'm excited to read it, and it looks really good. So I got that this week as well. What else can I update you on? There's not a whole lot going on. Really not a whole lot going on, but like, when is there ever? Today's been a good productive day. I just wish I had a little bit more time to read, but that's what Sunday and Monday are going to be for because I am taking Monday off of work, not of teaching, but like of my editing job. So I'll have a little bit more time on Monday as well to just relax and read. I'm also hoping to go get my COVID booster on Monday, depending. I was supposed to get it on Wednesday, but they didn't have the right one. They didn't have the bivalent, the Pfizer bivalent, and that's the one that I wanted because it covers all like the variants and stuff. So I just said, call me when it's in. And he called me today, and he was like, we got a few, do you have time? And I'm like, no, my Saturday is booked. I'll have to see a little bit later in this week, hopefully I can get in this week and they open up more time slots. But that's what's up, that's what's happening. My air fryer's kicking, I'm getting my food ready. I'm gonna go play some D&D for a while, and then later probably get back on my Procreate shit because I'm like obsessed with it. I don't know whether I'm gonna listen to an audiobook while I do that or watch TV, but we'll do something and I'll update you then. But yeah, that's been my Saturday so far. Hello friends, it is now much later, but I wanted to pop in just to say hi. I don't really have any updates. I spent this evening after the D&D game that went on too long and was boring fiddling around on Procreate. I've unlocked a new obsession, and that is map making on Procreate. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I'm done these 2 maps, honest to God. I'm gonna have to like come up with new places to make more maps. But yeah, I was working on my city map, which is proving to be a little bit of a bitch. I'm not entirely sure. Like I've got the buildings down now, which is nice because that took me a really long time to figure out. But what I'm really struggling with right now is like the grass around the building or around the city town situation, because there are hills around the city, and this is like an up close look at the actual city, so you can see like the details of it. So I need to keep looking up on how to do like the grass and the hills, because I have some in there right now and I just don't know if I like the look of them. I also have like ruins on the side of it that I've done in, and I don't know if they look like poo or not. Because I've done them in like the circular stone type of ruin. Might have to redo those as well. Not entirely sure, but that's what I did this evening while rewatching Dimension 20's Fantasy High Season 1. Right now I have Taylor Swift's It's Me, Hi, I'm the Problem, It's Me from Antihero on loop in my head. So if that tells you where I am mentally right now, we're in a special place right now. But yeah, no reading done today. Tomorrow I am not gonna do very much. I think I have book club in the afternoon at some point, and I have HarperCollins Books and Brews at some point. I think it's at 1 in the afternoon. But I'm gonna just hole up on my couch tomorrow, and I'm actually gonna do some reading. I think if I want to keep working on my map tomorrow, I'm gonna listen to Punk Bruja because I have the audiobook for that, and see if I can get that one done tomorrow. Because I don't believe I have that much longer on the audiobook. Yeah, I think I might focus on that one tomorrow. I'm just not in a reading mood right now, unfortunately. I really want to be reading all this lovely cozy fantasy, but mental health not great right now, and I'm stuck on this new hobby of making maps on Procreate. It's my own fault. I decided to do it this way and not hire someone to draw me a map because I knew I have some artistic talent and I'm a perfectionist when it comes to this kind of stuff, so I wanted control over that. So I knew like spending $14 on Procreate was gonna be fine. It's been my day, just been hanging out, and I've been up for way too long, and I really need to go to bed because I have been up since 8 this morning. And I have not been sleeping well recently. Par for the course, but I'll chat with you tomorrow for Sunday. Hello friends, happy Sunday. I am here. Just finished listening to the Books and Brews event by HarperCollins, which was so much fun and an enjoyable way to spend an hour on a Sunday. I'm now settled on my couch, and I think I'm gonna do some listening to Punk Bruja for the next little bit, because I think my friends and I are meeting for book club in like less than an hour. I think. I think we're meeting at 3 online, because one of my friends moved and I don't feel up to driving anywhere. And I was very honest. I was like, honestly, I don't think I could squeeze in any more in-person socializing this month just because my brain hates me. I'm excited for that. We're talking about Clown in a Cornfield. So, gonna be a spooktacular time. And then later, I don't know what's going on. Mom called me today. She's alone, but she has a scratchy throat. And she was like, I don't know if we should get together because scratchy throat. And I'm like, let me know how you feel later because I'm good either way. So who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I'm gonna put something on the television, probably a soundscape, and I'm gonna dig into Punk Bruja for a little bit and see how that goes, because I should probably finish reading something this weekend. And I'm going to, at the same time, work on my map, because Punk Bruja is an audiobook, so I'm gonna work on my map, which is very exciting. That's the plan for today anyways. Ooh, I think I'm going to do this wonderful, ooh, how fun. Look at that. Autumnal fireplace with pumpkins. We love it. It's a little loud, but I think that's what I'm gonna have on, just as a soundscape in the background. Great angle. And I'm going to see how much I can get done of Punk Bruja before book club. So I'll chat with you guys a little later. Hello friends! It's now a little bit later, and I have finished Punk Bruja by Desideria Messe. And this was good! This was actually really quite good. I enjoyed the vibe of it, I enjoyed the witchiness of it, the family, both realistically, like an actual blood family, and the family that our main character makes in this tight-knit. We love it. I wish there was more with her and her club, because this follows Rose Lane, also Luna Alvaresco, I believe her last name is, but she is white passing, so she is trying to make all these steps in the world, and she wants to own her own club, but she's getting mixed up with really terrible people in this time, right? Because mobsters run the city, so she's trying to not get tangled up with all these terrible mobsters, but needs to in some ways to make her way through, you know, this very male-dominated world. And if you guys are at all interested in this, it has witchery, it has beautiful family, it has found family, it has wonderful friendships, but it also has incredible sexism. It has trigger warnings for a miscarriage, trigger warnings for, I want to say familial abuse, but no, domestic abuse, that's it. Trigger warnings for racism and homophobia. On page, we see the KKK and we see awful, awful things happen. So I will warn you about all that. But overall, I think it was good. It wasn't like super amazing. There were some issues with it, but I wish it had, I don't know. It just felt like it was missing something. And it might be just a little bit of depth with like more centering of our main character in her life in the club, because we get a lot of like mentions of like how much her club loves her, but we don't really like see that from the beginning. I mean, we do see it. We see how much her club loves her by the end, but like, I really wish we had like really gotten into the depth of that. Otherwise, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good read. Definitely a good read. Happy I read that. But now I'm going to eat my probably cold pizza because I've ignored it for the past 10 minutes and turn on some more Fantasy High and see where the rest of my evening takes me. But today I actually got a package delivered. Amazon works on the weekends, I guess. And I picked up another self-published book, which is called Can't Spell Treason Without Tea by Rebecca Thorne. This is a new cozy fantasy that has been coming up on TikTok a little bit because people are pitching it as like, if you're looking for the feeling that Legends and Lattes gave you, read this. And I'm a little bit mad that I didn't end up taking advantage of that title a little sooner, because this book sounds a lot like a second story because it follows two people who all they want to do is open a bookshop that serves tea. But this is sapphic, so it's a little different, and I think it's framed differently than a second story is. But yeah, when I heard about this, I was like, oh no. I missed my window. I didn't miss my window. I just need to get on it in the next couple of months to get my book out there as well. But yeah, hopefully mine can stand in this lineup of like Legends and Lattes, this, and then there'll be a second story standing in the lineup. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. I'm always on the hunt for more cozy fantasy, and I'm just gonna add this to that cozy fantasy vlog that I'm currently filming. I haven't yet finished the first book for that video, but I'm hoping I can maybe get another chunk done of this today or tonight, I guess, because I'm on page 140, so I have a little bit of the ways to go, but I don't have the audiobook for this, so I'm reading it physically, and I'm adoring this book. So I'm just thriving. I'm in my thriving era, and I really want to reread Legends and Lattes, so much so that I got the audiobook today on Audible, so that's also going to be on this list as well. It's definitely going to be on this list. Just living my cozy fantasy best life, truly. And I have my library book that I want to read. Anyways, that's what's up. That's what's new. I booked my COVID booster for this Friday, which is not exciting and not, but it's definitely needed. Book club was great. Had a good chat. That's my update of the day. So I'll chat with you guys a little later. Hello, friends. It is now a lot later. It's like 1:30, I think. I'm about to go to bed, but I just wanted to pop in and say hey. This evening, I ended up watching more of Fantasy High from Dimension 20, or rewatching it, I guess, and at the same time, finishing up my city map. I didn't realize I was going to finish that map tonight, but I'll put a picture up here. I really like this map, and it might be hard to see in a really tiny thumbnail, but there are like little details. I've put like numbers where everything is because it's hard to label city maps with names, especially like really long names, but there are also really little flags across some of the buildings, like, because that's what's described in the book. That's Airmount, which is very fun. That is the city. I also updated briefly I had to update the other map, the world map, which I'll put here, because I had a place name that was too close to something else, so I updated it. Now I have my 2 maps done, which is very exciting, and now I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself, because that was like 4 days of like a rapid descent into obsession with making maps in Procreate. So I might now start doing like an interior map of the bookstore, which could be fun and spicy. I don't know. I don't know. I'm also starting to think about like looking at online YouTube videos and stuff about like character drawing in Procreate, just so that I can like start learning art in I bought the app, so I might as well start learning how to do art in Procreate and stuff. And I've always wanted to be able to do character design and drawing that is not like realistic art, because when I was in high school I had an art class and I became fairly good at like sketch drawings of people's faces, but like actual likenesses, not like a there's so many people out there who are so good at character drawing and like different, and they have their own art style and that kind of stuff. So I would really like to try. I would also really like to try like landscapes and stuff, because landscapes are so beautiful and I would love to be able to do that. So I think that's what I might do with my Procreate journey as we go into winter. I can see myself spending many an hour with Procreate and some audiobooks because I have done so. I honestly don't know how long that took me to do both of those maps. It was a fairly long time though, because now I have like received slight injuries from it because I've been sitting in one spot for so long. My hip, or like not even my hip, it's like the piece of body that's right underneath your hip area going into your thigh is so sore. My knee is also wrecked and my hand hurts. And I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that for that long of a time, but I did. For 4 nights in a row, I sat and I drew maps. I think I should probably also like expand my map that I have of Revar, that one that I showed you, and actually do like the full world map, because there was a piece cut off because I wasn't going to include like Cryomark in the map that's going to go in the Airmount books, because that has nothing to do with those books. I should probably do that at some point. Do like a full fancy map, but like I don't know, I already have the world map now, so, or like the map that I need, so who knows what I'm gonna do next. But yeah, that's been my little journey this weekend, is Procreate. Tomorrow's Monday. I have the day off, thank God, until teaching at around 5:15 tomorrow night, which should be okay. So I'm gonna take the day nice and slow, and I think I'm gonna do some reading, actual reading. I want to try and get the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches done. It feels like a weight has been lifted off of me today, because I don't feel physically sick anymore like I did on Friday. Just wrecked me. Saturday was a little better, but today I actually feel better. Like my whole body is like, okay, you're good. Mind still not quite 100%. You know when you're like functioning on like 40% and you can like start to feel it and you're like, I'm not even at half capacity. Today I'm now at about half, or a little over half capacity, so that's good. But we're coming up on the end of October already. Crazy. Let's see what other reading and things that I do. Oh, I have to get cracking on my NaNoWriMo prep, because I did a little bit of it in the live stream yesterday with Worldwide Readathons, so I just need to continue doing that and actually like blocking out scenes in my Scrivener. As for now, I'm gonna say goodnight, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Monday. Hello friends, happy Monday. I just finished a new favorite book of all time. This book was so good. The Emma reference right at the end really made it. Like 10 out of 10. Friggin' 12 out of 10. 6 stars. This book was perfect. I loved this so much. It was the exact right amount of cozy and sweet and wonderful, and the author at the end, in her acknowledgements, right at the beginning, she says, "When I started writing this book, we were 8 months into the pandemic, and all I wanted to work on was a warm, cozy, romantic story about magic and family, a story that was, above all things, about love and human connection." And so good, guys. It is now like 10:45 at night. My day off was good. It wasn't long enough, but like, when is it ever? I woke up really late, read some of this, spent my day reading this through, and then I went to work piano later, and that was fine, and came home, finished this, and now I'm watching, and at the same time I've been watching Dimension 20, Fantasy High, of course. I'm on the second to last episode, the prom episodes, the final battle episodes. Some of my favorite stuff is about to go down, and I am so out of my mind happy and pleased with this book. This is going to be a new favorite of all time. If you guys are looking for something that is like House in the Cerulean Sea, pick this one up. This is even better because it doesn't hurt your soul like House in the Cerulean Sea does, and that one with the kids or whatever. This was so good. If you're looking for something like Legends and Lattes that gives gives you that warm, cozy feeling. Pick this up. The witchery in this, perfection. Like the descriptions of her magic were just perfect. There's a scene in here where I lost my damn mind for like 3 seconds and I was just drawing stars all over the page because it's a moment where she's literally harvesting starlight, and I can just imagine this image of her harvesting starlight in her like nightshirt in the attic, looking out at the balcony, harvesting night with her dog asleep by her feet and her Jamie like sitting there slightly wounded because he just hurt his hand, taking in this beautiful image of Mika being just wonderful. Oh my god, please read this book. Please, if you do anything, and if you take any of my recommendations from my channel, read this book. I don't care if you're not even that big of a fantasy reader, read this book. It is so good. This is urban fantasy at its best. It's witchy. Oh, I'm gonna be screaming about this book forever. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyways, my friends, that's been my weekend. It's been a little bit of a kerfuffle of a weekend. Not really much is going on. I managed to finish 2 books. I finished Bindle Punk Bruja by Desideria Mesa, which was witchy and from the 1920s. And I finished Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangumandana, which is just perfection in a book. That is it for me for this weekend. Let me know down below how your last little bit of October is going. Let me know if you are a Swiftie, if you've listened to Midnights. I haven't really mentioned it in this video, but Midnights has taken over my life. It's not my favorite. Folklore and Evermore is still my favorite, but this album is a grower. Like, first time I listened to it, I was like half asleep and I was like, this is not that great. There are some songs that I'm like, I could take it or leave it, but overall, the album, a grower. Love it. Antihero lives in my brain. You're on your own, kid. Hurts me physically. But let me know down below what your favorite song on that album is as well, because I need to know. I need to know. Anyways, my friends, I will catch you in another video very soon. Stay kind and keep on reading.